Today, we're talking about something that hits home for many of us. How do you know if someone is truly your friend or just an acquaintance? Now, it's a topic that we often overlook until we feel drained, confused, or unsupported. But once you learn the difference, everything starts to make sense and it'll fall right into place. So let's unpack it together. All right. Let's be real. Life gets busy. We collect people along the way from school, whether it be at work, church, social media. And while everyone plays a role, not everyone deserves the title friend. Some folks are associates. All right. Some are acquaintances and a select few are your friends. They are your true circle, your tribe. But the problem comes when we confuse those categories. All right. So today, we're breaking it all down. What defines a true friend? How acquaintances show up? Why setting emotional boundaries is crucial? And how knowing the difference can lead to peace, clarity, and deeper connections. All right. So let's start with the heart of it all. What is a friend? A real friend is consistent, all right? They show up when it actually matters, not just when it's convenient for them. They also listen, not to respond, but to understand. You could go days without speaking to them, and then you actually pick right up where you left off at. So that is a good thing. They celebrate your wins without jealousy and support your lows without judgment, all right? They're the ones who call just to check on you, just to see how you're doing. They remember the little things about you. And most importantly, you can be your full flawed self around them and still feel safe. That's important. Friendship is rooted in loyalty, love, trust, and time. And it's not always about how long you've known the person, but how deeply they connect with you and how deeply they know your heart. Now, let's talk about acquaintances, all right? These are people that you know. They may be nice, they may be familiar and even helpful in passing, but your bond lacks depth, all right? You might laugh together at work, attend some of the same events, or talk occasionally, but the connection, it isn't rooted in emotional intimacy, all right? They're friendly, but not your friend. And that's not a bad thing because acquaintances, they actually serve a purpose, all right? They make our world colorful and diverse. Now, problems arise when we expect friend level loyalty from people that we call acquaintances, and they actually never signed up for that role of being a friend. So we can't be mad when they don't show up in our storms or if they never meant to hold an umbrella for you in the rain. All right. So don't get me wrong. Some of the best friendships actually can blossom right at work. While many coworkers, they may remain acquaintances, there are those rare connections that grow deeper with time, trust, and shared experiences. And you never know who might turn out to be a true friend amidst your 9 to 5, your daily work schedule. So while we don't mix up friends and acquaintances, this is why we don't slow down enough to evaluate the connection. We actually assume proximity equals loyalty, and we think that time equals trust. And then we get caught up in titles like bestie, sis, and bro without even checking the truth behind that label. All right. So sometimes we want to badly be, we want to belong that we ignore the signs. But here's the truth. Not everyone deserves access to the deepest parts of you. All right. Emotional access is a privilege. All right. It's not a guarantee. So you've got to discern who pours into you and who just drains your cup. There's a lot of that. Now let's talk solutions. If you're watching this and realizing some folks may not belong in your friend category, that's okay. This is about clarity, not conflict. Now, here are a few tips to help. 1, do a friendship audit. Who supports you? Who respects your boundaries? Who brings peace, not stress? Number 2, communicate clearly. Let people know, okay, how they show up matters. Share your values with them, you know. Number three, release guilt. It's okay to shift the dynamic. You're not obligated to maintain a friendship that doesn't feed your soul. All right. Number four, invest in those who invest in you. Your energy should be mutual. Growth should be shared. Love should be felt and not forced. So here's what I want you to remember today. You're not being mean for reevaluating your circle. You're being wise, all right? You're not cutting people off. You're just choosing peace. You're not lonely. You're learning to appreciate solitude over shallow company, all right? Friendship, it should uplift you, not exhaust you. And when you know who's who in your life, you walk lighter, you love deeper, and you live freer. All right. So take inventory, protect your peace, and don't be afraid to draw the line between friends and acquaintances. All right. Now, if this message hit home, do me a favor, leave me a comment below and let me know about your friendship journey. And don't forget to subscribe so that way, you know, we could keep this community going strong and supportive and real. All right. Remember, you are worthy of friendships that feel like peace, not pressure. Okay. So don't forget, love being you. Bye for now.